little bit about the circle. So Impact 100 Essex, we are based in New Jersey. It's a super diverse area. Lots of amazing communities converging together, lots of great need. There's a lot of work to be done, a lot of work getting done, and we're just excited to be a small part of that. The circle actually started back in 2017. A group of women got together under the banner of the Impact 100 movement. The decision was made to start a chapter here in Essex County. Currently, we are 170 members strong. And since 2017, we've made grants of $1 million to Essex County nonprofits. And just a little bit about some of the ethos behind the work that we're doing. Again, collective giving, a group of women, and we try to be really inclusive when we say women as well. This is, cis, trans, all women, all folks who are women identifying are welcome. We have been inclusive in terms of inviting folks who are residing in Essex County, doing great work in Essex County. The nonprofit community is broad, so really wanting to make sure that anybody who wants to support this great area can do so. We specifically identify underrepresented communities as the focus for our work. And so that's not just communities of color, but that's women, that's diversity in geography, diversity in terms of socioeconomic standing, all those things. So really, we're growing and learning constantly, and I think that the group is evolving, and it's been really gratifying to be a part of a group that knows that it doesn't know it all, and is constantly on this journey to try to improve, to try to ask the tough questions and have those conversations. The group isn't hierarchical. I think that a lot of times, especially in philanthropy, we've got a name that these systems mirror other systems that weren't built for us, to be honest with you. I think that there's been a lot of thought placed into making sure that if a member comes in, they have their vote, and their vote matters just as much as the next person. There's definitely an application and selection process and all those things, but then ultimately membership votes. So if you want to be a part of that process, making your contribution to the collective, that's the way to do it. We, a few years ago, created a program, and it wasn't me who created it. I actually came in as part of this program. It's called the Every Voice Fellowship. It is a way in which Impact 100 Essex will underwrite, to a certain extent, will subsidize the membership for women who are interested in joining but may not have the means or maybe experiencing other challenges. There's been a lot of emphasis, especially in the 2 years that I've been a member, to reach out to folks that have either received the gift from Impact before or are even interested in applying. We actually have folks who have been a part of grant recipients actually become members. Through the fellowship or individually, we've been able to recruit and retain those amazing women. We think very much about the other side of the table when you're on nonprofits, when you're on nonprofit and looking at sort of the ivory tower of philanthropy. Really, it's really interesting to see how Impact 100 Essex is probably one of many organizations around the country that are really trying to think about how to break down those barriers. I know for me, coming in from nonprofit, I just transitioned to working for what could be considered a funder on the corporate side just 2 years ago, and just thinking about what that looks like. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. So thinking about how the Impact 100 Essex Fellowship is a pathway where folks can come in and learn and actually have the ability to be a part of grant making without having to be part of a certain echelon or a certain tier. I think that we need to be disruptors in that way. I don't know that it's perfect, not by a long shot, but I appreciate that the work is being done and that folks are at least naming it, because I feel like a lot of times it's, especially as someone who used to work in nonprofit for a long time, you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to endanger or jeopardize relationships that could cost you valuable resources that you want to drive towards your mission. So I appreciate that there are, there's a group of women that names that and thinks about that and tries to figure out, okay, we may not always get it right, but can we at least continue, the forward momentum? There are 2 grant programs that happen sponsored by Impact 100 Essex. There's the Impact Grant, which does award $100,000. It goes to organizations that meet certain criteria. So they have to have their financials, they have to have a budget of at least $500,000. They have to have somewhat of a track record to be able to merit that investment. And they also have to be deeply rooted in community. Since we are based in Essex County, the organizations have to be serving and really embedded in community. It is a months-long process. It is program-based funding, and the review actually is multi-step. Impact100 Essex really takes it to heart that the process needs to be transparent, needs to be as fair as possible, because these are not small dollars. At least it doesn't feel that way to us, and it doesn't feel that way to the organizations that are getting these dollars. The equity grant, I wanted to also just name that the equity grant it was created a few years ago, also thinking about how larger grant campaigns, and this happens in other parts of philanthropy, right, where you go after the folks that are established and doing that work at a larger level. You're missing so many who are doing the work daily in community, who maybe don't have enough resources to have the fancy financials and the paid grant writers and all the things. And the equity grant program is specifically targeted towards BIPOC-led organizations that are below a certain budget line, that are they can actually have fiscal sponsors. I mean, we're really thinking about what are the organizations that are doing the work daily, that know community better than any of us, and that fly under the radar of larger philanthropy. So that's where the equity grant comes in. I've really appreciated that it's challenged me, I think, in good ways, coming through the fellowship program, and just how my ability to show up has changed over the past couple of years. And I feel like for me, it's even more meaningful because as somebody who used to work and not in the nonprofit space, as Latina woman coming from North Jersey. I'm not from Essex counties particularly, but they welcomed me anyway. Philanthropy wasn't a space that I felt I belonged in, right? I so appreciate that this opportunity was made available to me because of other women that I had previously, worked with and invited me and received me with open arms. I really appreciated that. And I'm so grateful.